So we have people coming on here. Let's join here to jumping in here in a second. Nikki, are you there? Hello?
Yes, I'm here.
Okay, everybody, we're about to get started. We have with us Nikki Blackburn Orr. You know how this works. I don't do interviews. I do interviews. I don't do bios. I'm gonna let it go. And Nikki, you're on and ready, set, go.
Good evening, everybody. Well, it's afternoon here on the West Coast. My name is Nikki Blackburn Orr. My brand name is Nikki Renee, and I'm a certified image consultant and personal stylist over here in Portland, Oregon on the West Coast. That means Oregon is above California and below Washington, just so that you know we are real and we have Black people in Portland, Oregon. That's a standard joke. And we don't wear flannel and cowboy boots. So I just wanted to get started today to say thank you so much for tuning in. I've tuned in and out over the week, and it's been really exciting topics. And I just wanted to say what we're going to talk about today. As a style coach, we're going to talk about wardrobe, playing in your closet during this time of COVID shut-in. And so, you know, I'm really excited about this because I love playing in my closet. I will go downstairs and get into one of my bins and storage, and I'll see what's there, see if I can still fit it. Because 9 times out of 10, the way our weight fluctuates, especially as women, you probably can't even get a leg in it anymore. So it's good to go and play to see what's there, see if it's still in style. And so we're going to jump in a little bit today and talk about playing in your wardrobe, playing in your closet. Now, one of the things that I wanted to say is that I read an interesting article this morning about e-commerce and what was going on in the retail industry. And believe it or not, stores are actually canceling their orders from vendors up through the middle of June, which means we can open back up and everything come back live again at the end of April, and we're going to see probably next to nothing except for old stuff in the stores. And so this is why it's important that we start shopping in our closets, because then we'll have an idea of what's there, how to shake it up and make it new and feel refreshed, and then we're ready to go until we can shop again, because that's one of my specialties. So I'm going to jump in really quickly and talk about what to do. Go in your closets, folks. Pull things apart, see what's there, see what fits, take it out. Are there stains on it? Are there tears? Just throw it aside. The other thing, you know, the most important thing is to examine it. Because one thing I see, and I almost don't like that I see, but generally when people are speaking and I'm close to them, I can pick out stains unwittingly on their clothes. I can see tears, I can see strings hanging, things like that. That's what I do. I'm a professional. So I just say, take your time, examine what's there. If you haven't worn it, you know, the standard is if you haven't worn it in 2 years and it's time to get rid of it, that's not my view of this. My view is, because there are things that I haven't worn in 3 or 4 years, but I'm going to keep it in case I need it. And sometimes it could be suiting, it could be jackets, it could be evening wear, whatever that might be. But just make sure if it's something you truly are not in love with anymore, what the industry says now is what brings you joy. If it's not bringing you joy, if you're not in love with it anymore, there's no need to even keep it. Bag it up and give it away. So let's talk about this. And I'm going to put my readers on because I'm old now. So does it fit poorly? Can it be cleaned? If it cannot be cleaned, then it's time to give it away. Is it too faded? Because we have a habit of wearing faded clothing. We don't realize it, but when the light hits it, you can see the pillies on it, you can see the fading. It's time for that garment to go, okay? Is it uncomfortable? Is it tearing when you put it on? All those kinds of things make a difference, okay? So that's the first point we're gonna hit is right there. The second thing we're gonna talk about is documenting what you own. Now, you can write it down. If you like apps in your phone, you can use apps in your phone. But the most important thing is once you've gone through, you see what you need to remove, you pair up things by color and style in your closet, and you have everything lined up perfectly like you want it. Now we need to document it. We can do it by writing it down. You can do it by taking pictures. You can do it in an app. And what I have found is that Android and iPhone have different types of apps. So ones they may not cross together, and I found that out unwittingly as I've done some research. So find one that works for you. Take pictures of your clothes, take pictures of you and your clothing with the accessories on it that you want to wear with it, and then get that thing written down. Now you can make sure that you can attach your jewelry to it. You can hang jewelry with it, your accessories with it, your scarves, pair it with your shoes. However you choose to document that, make it so that you understand it and you can go back to it when it's time, okay? And then let's see, the next thing is really important during this time is to break out of our clothing rut. What happens is because we're in the house now, we settle in, we have our sweats, our t-shirts on. I have a necklace with my t-shirt on today, and we just don't feel like putting anything on. So we have to start breaking out of these ruts with our clothing and with our style, is because it's the norm now. I was talking with someone, I was listening to someone on Facebook the other day that was chatting about how her daughter was putting her makeup on and her eyelashes on and getting ready to do her Zoom for her class. And she was like, "You're not even going anywhere." Well, that's the thing. Sometimes you just need to get up and put some clothes on during this time of shut-in, as we call it, and do our hair, do our makeup, do our nails, if whatever that might be, just so that you can feel good about yourself. Because I am finding it's easy, and I'm sure the doctors talked about it. I didn't catch a lot of it on Monday, but about how depression can set in, and how we look and how we feel more times than not is associated with the clothing that we put on our backs. And so make sure that you're taking the time to just go through and to get yourself out of this rut. Put a new t-shirt on, put a clean t-shirt on for that matter, put some different jeans on, put some different sweats, whatever that might be in that moment that you need. Get out of that rut. People, is so very important. And you'll find that your temperament will change. You'll find that you'll smile, you'll laugh and joke more. It sounds kind of minimizing this, but it's really the truth. And it's what I personally have experienced myself, because I can't talk about it to you if I'm not doing it myself. So I want to say, get out of the rut. That's one thing. Another one is incorporate these new things into your closet. If there's something that you find in a drawer that you haven't worn, that doesn't get thrown out, find a way to put it with the outfit. One thing that I discovered is I've known, but I really have to acknowledge it, is I like t-shirts. So I've been incorporating my t-shirts in with my blazers, with my duster, my sweater dusters. I've been really, and just putting some crazy jewelry on just because I like t-shirts. And so when you find, as you're going through your closet, things that you really like that you forgot about, oh my God, please incorporate it. You will find yourself like, man, I did not know those things look like that. Let me give you a story. I was going through my closet and I was redoing my shoes to the clear kind that you can actually open from the front to just pull your shoes out. And there's a box of shoes in the back. And I was like, what are these shoes? Well, it turns out they're these bad black spats, as we call them, pointy toe. I mean, they were off the chain. And I'm like, how did I forget that these were here? Well, then I got mad at myself. That tells you how much I actually shopped. But I pulled them out, I pulled them to the front, I labeled them, and I started rocking those puppies. I rocked them in some crazy ways that people were like, what in the world? And I'm like, my shoes are my accessories today. And some days your shoes will be your accessory. Some days your necklace will be that popping accessory. Some days your hat, your head wrap, your coat, whatever. You can choose how to pop on any particular day. It's up to you, people. So please get out the rut, make some changes, incorporate these things into your wardrobe. I'm telling you, you will find stuff is brand new, and you won't even realize the impact that you'll have on other people as you step out. And when we come out of this shut-in, I'm telling you, it's gonna be crazy. And then the next one is get inspired. And I'm kind of starting to hop in my seat now, because as I'm talking to you, I'm really getting inspired. I'm very, very passionate about fashion. I'm passionate about styling. I'm passionate about people in general, but mostly women, especially women, really, really understanding how to dress according to their body shape, how to dress according to what their actual personal style is. Because everybody has a style personality. Everything that looks good on me is not going to look good on you. And so understanding how to do that, and it absolutely and truly excites me to be able to impart this information to you. And so I'm sorry I'm talking so fast. I'm incredibly excited to be here. And I just want you to know that you have more in your closet. You don't need to spend money. And I tell my clients, my potential clients when I meet them, one of the first things they say is, I don't have any money to go shopping. And when I say to them, you don't need any money to go shopping, not with me, because I want to go shop in your closet. That's what I do. I shop in your closet. I love it. And the fact that I can now do this on Zoom is really exciting. And so, ladies, gentlemen, shop that closet. Gentlemen, find that new tie. Find that tie you haven't pulled out in a while. Try that shirt with a different jacket this time. Try a jacket in a t-shirt, or a jacket in a funky graphic t-shirt. Roll your jeans up a little, put a cuff in them, show your ankle a little bit. Whatever you do, I'm telling you, a fresh look is a fresh look, and you're going to be feeling absolutely fly, if y'all even still use that term anymore. But I'm excited to be here. I'm excited to get your questions that you may have for me. And the one thing I will leave with you is simply this. Style is like a storybook. You decide which chapter you want to be read. Thank you so much for having me today, Cousin Mark, and I'm looking forward to the questions that you all have.
Well, what's happening, Nick?
What's happening, cousin?
All right, how are you? You feeling all right? You want to breathe right now? I think you breathed the whole time you was talking.
I talk fast. I had to slow myself down.
I was like, she gonna pass. She ain't rocking because you're excited. You was about to pass out. That's what that was.
Not at all.
It's all good. Great job, y'all. This is like her first time doing something like this on the platform. So this is again what Off the Bench is about providing opportunity to people who want to get their message out, who want to come this way and have something to say. And as usual, I had no real clue what she's going to get into tonight. But as always, because of the theme that's running this week, people like, what's the theme for the week? I'm like, I don't know, get off the bench. So now we're talking about, they got some questions for you. What was your number one point? I missed it. Your number one point.
Number one point, I put my pen away. My number one point was examine, to go in your closet, to put clothes together, get rid of the things that you can't wear, and then examine them to make sure there are no holes and tears and stains.
Okay, right. And after this is over, go back and drop all those in a line. I think there's like 5 points. But the second point was really pretty interesting to me, and that was documenting your closet or documenting what you own. And I'm like, document, take inventory. Like put it together, take a picture of it. This is an outfit, or this is what this looks like. So when you need to have a reference, you can go, is that what you're saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. So what you're doing is you can write it down, or you can take a picture of it. And you take a picture of a whole outfit. So a t-shirt with a jacket and some jeans and the shoes, and then you know what that particular outfit looks like. So when you're running behind or whatever on the morning or whatever, you flip through your pictures and you say, oh yeah, that's the outfit that I want. Just grab it and put it on. A lot of this is really cutting down on time, right? Because you already know what goes together. You just go pick those things out.
Okay, I love it. And one thing you talked about, again, going through once you examine your clothes, what do you recommend? So you said if it's 2 years you're not wearing, or you said 3 years, keep it because that's what you do. But let's say you have something that you just don't fit anymore. You lost the weight or you gained the weight and you're trying to and you have these clothes. What can we do, with all things considered going on right now, what can we do with those clothes to be helpful to somebody else?
The most important thing is to get them packed away. Pack them away neatly, and then get in touch with your community organizations that do serve men and women that are in recovery, men and women that are in job training programs, things like that, because some cities have what's called Dress for Success, but we're finding that some of these, not just them, but some of these organizations are not really meeting the needs. And a lot of businesses aren't requiring suit wearing, right? And so it's giving folks clothes that they can also then learn to put together and hopefully have the staff there to put together. But I'm not big on giving to big organizations. I'm big on giving at grassroots level. And that way we can meet the need right at the level, at base level in our communities.
Okay, right. So if you're involved in your local church, your community, your sorority, fraternity, I know locally, my chapter does, Leesburg Kappa Alpha Psi Fraternity Incorporated, what's up, work with the AKAs, and we have a clothing drive every year. Yes. Where people and families come through. There's still need in the #1 wealthiest county in the country, but you know, it is what it is. So we know people in our chapters wait for that day to bring out their clothes, their good clothes, their, you know, absolutely better clothes, and help the community. So I like that, helping locally. It's supposed to get into the big orders, because you don't know. You know, if you ever pay attention, you drop the clothes in those bins, they'll tell you straight up that they about to make some money off this. They get something for your clothes that you gave away, absolutely, that you can't wear, and they go get some profit. So they basically, you're giving them their revenue. So not saying it's a bad thing, I get it, get your hustle on, but just be cognizant of where you're dropping your clothes, right? Just make sure you're putting something.
Absolutely.
Awesome. Yeah. So like, what are your, like most of your clients are women? Yeah, you're women client, you don't deal with the men, so you don't like our closet? Is that what you're saying?
Oh, I love your closet, trust me. I think the men are scared of me is the point, but yes, I work with mostly women right now.
Nice, awesome. Cool. And get inspired. I like what you're talking about. Your clothes speak for you, right? They should speak for you and make you feel some type of way when you put them on, like, you know, the power suit, the power colors. What you mentioned, a profile, like a style profile. Is that something that's out there? Do you have this as a list that you give your clients? What is that style profile thing?
So the style profile I have is a listing item that I give to my clients to complete for me. So then I can talk to them about what their actual style is. And then I can help them when I'm in their closet. I can help them see what that is and how that matches their style profile personality, or when it doesn't and why they don't feel good in it. And that's why they're not wearing it, right? And so that's more times than not, and I really find it to be true for myself, and I can speak personally, is that we wear 20% of what's in our closet. Point blank and period. I see it myself. And so if we don't wear the 80, we wear the 20. And so we have to really take an honest look at what we're buying and what we have in our closet and what we're wearing. Because like you said, when we're feeling good about what we put on, what they say now is it takes 1/10 of a second to make a first impression, right? And so if that 1/10 of a second to make a first impression, that's really important. And it's important to look good and feel good when we're going out. Even if we're going out with people that we normally see, it's still important to do that. So understanding and having that profile is really, really important, because then you understand why you're choosing the clothes that you choose.
That's what's happening. So what's next for you out there? Do you have any offers? You got any online coaching? What are you doing out there, Nikki?
Sure. Right now, I have online coaching on Zoom. I can do a closet and wardrobe edit with you by Zoom. I can do your style personality with you. I can send it to you and we can talk about it. And so that way, you know, you have a head start based upon what we're talking about today when we come from being indoors. And so you can send me an email if you're interested at NIKKI, that's Nikki at NikkiRenee.com. And Renee is spelled RENAE. And tell me if you want a wardrobe edit, or if you want to just talk about what your style personality is. And we can get that together for you. And I can give you the pricing and everything at that time. The next thing that's up is whenever we come out of this shut-in is I'm going to be doing beauty on a budget. About how to look beautiful, how to feel good about yourself on a budget, because that's what we're on nowadays. We're all struggling a little bit with what's happening. So beauty on the budget is going to be fun. We're going to go through my wardrobe and I'm going to show you what I have and how I put it together. And it's going to be exciting.
Awesome. Well, if you ever want to come back on Off the Bench Live and do a beauty on the budget, let me know, because, you know, I keep this hair together and this all that, you know, I got to keep it fresh. Right.
I got you, cousin.
I gotta be fly. All right, cuz, well, I appreciate you coming on. Thank you so much.